saw a letter that was sent out earlier this week from the Secretaries of Administration and Workforce Development to the Joint Finance Committee co-chairs about a setback in modernizing the unemployment system. And so just sort of a reminder, earlier this year, federal funds through ARPA, COVID relief funds that had been used to modernize the unemployment system across the country, they were given to many different states, was rescinded, so unspent money. And so according to this letter, they said, indisputably, the U.S. Department of Labor's termination of the modernization fund set DWD back in terms of completing its modernization project. So again, a not overly fireworks-based letter, but the argument is that something like $675 million taken back by the federal government here in Wisconsin, that has led to kind of slowing down updates to the website, updates to fraud checking services, that kind of thing.
So remember in 2020, there was a deluge of unemployment claims filed because of COVID-19. People were told to stay home. They were laid off. The system couldn't handle it. And there's been back and forth about whether it was an outdated system, if they should have known, Republicans, they were in charge. That aside, there's been a fix being put in place by the Evers administration ever since. Modernizing the system, moving to a cloud-based system, trying to improve interfaces, et cetera. Now, the Evers folks took $80 million in COVID-19 funds from the federal government and put it toward this. This other pot of money was separate from that, a different pot of kind of federal funds. And we're getting $27 million for the boost modernization effort. And they laid out what they were going to use it for, some fraud stuff, other things, improve interfaces. Now, the big question is, when's it all going to be done? The Evers folks have indicated they plan to have this wrapped up by December of 26, which is kind of important because those federal funds must be expended by then or you lose them, so obvious target date. But we're waiting for anything new from the Evers administration about, okay, what's this going to mean? When's the system going to be fully operational and live that, God forbid, there's ever another pandemic like that where thousands of people are laid off, we can handle that kind of volume of calls.
And again, this is, I think, a theme that we've been seeing over the last couple of weeks is just like agency by agency, the influence of changes to federal funding at the state level and just kind of seeing how that continues to play out. In this case, this letter was just part of their routine check-in, but we will also, I think, be seeing testimony and like people really kind of advocating at certain agency levels.
Just saw the governor on Thursday sent another letter to the EPA saying, hey, you guys are taking back or opposed to take back this money that we're using for another project. Don't do that. Solar projects, like we have these bids going out, like this is going to hurt this project. And Lee Zedlin, the EPA administrator, is saying this whole project is a grift. We're going to end this thing and get it knocked out. So there's this constant pushback from Wisconsin, from the Evers administration to the Trump administration of stop taking our money. And Trump was saying that's not your money and it's not well spent.